It's obviously been called the Psychotic Monks. Do you feel that religion and music are kind of linked at all?
According to the name of the band?
Just in general, do you think there's any similarities between religion and music?
No, it's more about the spiritual thing, not religious thing. Just there is a French word for pied de nez. It's like a play on words with the religious thing, psychotic and monks. Just
the name of the band came before the music we play today, so
the music gave sense to the name of the band. But when we created the band, we had a show 1 month later, so we had to find a name. We're like, okay, Psychotic Monks, okay. And just with years, we're like, okay, Psychotic Monks, it's cool. But maybe it will change one day, we don't know, just let it open.
So do you guys always sing in English from the start?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why did you kind of decide to do that to begin with instead of French?
I think it's because there's some kind of sound with this language, and we all in the band are listening most of British and
we've always been listening to British music since our high school. Even our parents were like, from our childhood, it's like Beatles and things like this. And we like this kind of music, and singing in French on it, it's like, it's strange, it doesn't sound good. So we work very hard to have a good English and try and work the accent too. And but we are far from being truly good British people.
We like this kind of expression in English. You have one word for 1,000 meaning, and in French we have 1,000 words for one meaning.
Yeah.
And in terms of writing music, do you have to get yourself into like a particular kind of mindset to start writing music?
No, we're just jamming a lot, and it's just we like to have like 3 weeks we do only composition, and it's a lot about jamming together. Sometimes there is one of us who is giving one of his song a guitar, like a vocal and guitar, just a solo acoustic song, and we try to arrange the song together. Arrange, I don't know.
To share it.
Yeah.
And,
We're a bit against solo. Like you have the band and you have your solo project. We just want to mix everything we have, so we take time to jam together, but also to compose one by one. Each member of the band is composing through his. Sorry, I'm losing my words.
No, it's a lot of democratic things. There is no leader in the band, so we all have our own song, and when we think it's ready, we share it to the others. But it's the way of this composing things. It's to share and to break the song we wish to share.
Break the song.
To break the song we share to each other, and there's a lot of jamming, and we are working on sounds, recording everything, and we're listening.
We listen what we record.
Yeah,
and we mix
some kind of puzzle with.
Yeah, it's like a puzzle. Yeah.
So when you guys come into jam, do you all have quite different ideas, or are you quite cohesive, like in your vision?
Sometimes we're listening to bands, like we're listening to Joy Division, and we say, okay, let's go to a jam after listening to Joy Division. Sometimes it just comes like this. We are planning to rehearsal one song, and we just do the sound check in the studio, and we jam for an hour and a half, and just let the thing happen. We try to don't make some rules, and just get the surprise every time. Just get surprised every time we can play music.
Sometimes we're working on movies. We just watch some movies and after imagine some kind of music in the atmosphere of the movie.
We can talk about a book we've read, something like this. Just no rules. Just let's everything open maximum.
Yeah. I mean, you have this new album as well, private meaning first. How important, like what you're saying there, is it for everything to have meaning in your music? Does everything need to have a meaning? Or?
For the title, we don't try to explain. We all have our own interpretation of this title, private meaning first, and it's changed since it is released in last March. Mine has changed 3 times. I think I've seen different visions of this phrase, sentence, private meaning first, and we like to let people think whatever they want about
it's
this.
really important for us to not impose. I don't know. Impose the meaning of things. People can see whatever they want in our music, lyrics, and everything. So.
You spoke there about how like your view of it has changed. You know, your relationship with the title has changed 3 times. Does that affect the way you play the songs on stage? Or that happens with songs as well?
The same for the lyrics. We have our own visions of every lyrics. With Martinez singing every side, I had some. I have one vision. Then 2 months later, I can see another thing. We try not to explain too much the lyrics, just to be surprised again and just find new meaning during. For me, it always happened during the show. Sometimes Martin is singing every side, and I'm just like, oh, tonight I got this meaning. I don't know why, but it's cool and it's worked for me. It's great.
We try to see differently a studio and live, and to let our songs live differently. We don't want to play the album exactly the same.
We don't want the live to be a copy of the album. Just
so sometimes some just evolve. And it's not the same on the album
and each
night
live.
So
it's the same bass, but it's not. There is lots of surprise again. I'm sorry. And since we've seen Black Midi in France try to jam, because we really like what they've done when we saw them. It was impressive, and we really loved the jam thing on the stage. And so it's been like 3 or 4 months we tried this. 2 months.
How did your relationship with the album change, like whilst you were writing it and making it and recording it?
The relationship.
The album, the way you were like feeling about it, how did that change whilst you were like writing it and recording it? Did it change quite a lot?
It was an adventure. It was a very hard time when we were recording the album, because we were touring and recording at the same time. So we were very tired, and it's always the time of the year during like autumn, and it was a long time, and we were not at our best of moral condition too. We just after the recording, we took some time to speak together and just remind us that we are good friends. At first, we are good friends, and don't forget that music can be cool and not just hardworking. And because we are a lot about we have to work, which is good, but we didn't want to forget that we are truly good friends. And it was a great experience. And before his release, we were like, okay, what did we do? We don't know. And it's. Can't wait for the next one.
The recording was really fast, and it was our first experience with studio label. some kind of professional things in our country, and there was some kind of strange things about that, because before that we just were in our
It was DIY.
it was more DIY, and
we were doing our own things.
it was a good experience, but we didn't really have the time to have a real immersion in the studio and take some time to go far in the sound engineering things and to experiment some things, and we liked doing that. So maybe on this album there is something more brut.
Direct, like
more shit in, shit out.
Yeah.
Earlier on, just kind of at the start of that, you spoke about how you at the heart of it, you're friends, but there's also a lot of hard work goes into it.
Yeah.
What do you think's been more key to your success, friendship or hard work?
So what do you think
been
about
more important to your success, friendship or hard work?
Oh, friendship. But well, both. I don't know. Friendship, because it's easier to be in a hardworking way when you're with your friends.
Yeah,
hardworking not with your friends is not good.
Well,
that's why we've done this, because we are good friends.
when we talk about composition and jamming, sometimes we just talk a lot together, and after that we just jam and it works. And it's some kind of we try to make things really democratically, and each of members band, it's really important that every one of the four of us has his way to express himself, and
everyone equal.
We all know each other for a long time, and there's two brothers in the band, so I think maybe music is just a detail for it's just à peu de choses près we could have been something different, but the four of us, I don't know.
À peu de choses près.
Sorry for the English.
He was saying we've done music, but we could have done something else. It's just like since our childhood we were playing instruments and we met and things happen like this, but we don't have any control on this. Just for the moment, this is the way we create together. Maybe it can change.
Are you quite passionate about the other parts of the band as well, and like the music videos and things like that?
Sorry?
Are you quite passionate about like, the other aspects of the band as well, like the look of the band and the music videos?
Videos. The videos are very important. We are big fans of cinema stuff, and as he said earlier, we like to watch some movies and then go to a jam or to build a show. We like to have some cinematographic references. And sometimes we talk about the book we read before, and just this moment is like
this part of
it depends, but it's just not only music influences. We like to have many more things. And it helped us to have different visions with time, and not getting bored and doing the same set. The same can change also, because we've read other things, we've seen other things, we've talked about other things, and it's cool.
What sort of books were you reading and films were you watching for the last album?
For the last album, I remember William Burroughs, Junkie, and
Naked Lunch.
Also Crush for David Cronenberg.
That's a movie.
The movie. David Lynch, a lot of David Lynch. We've seen all the Twin Peaks and different things.
Some kind of German literature, Hermann Hesse.
It's German or Austrian?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm
we
being French right now. Oh no, Austrian. Yeah.
We read it in French, so.
Yeah. Yeah, Herman Hesse. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big fans of this guy. Just helped us a lot. This guy just helped, and also led us to a young poet from Rilke, Rainer Maria Rilke. It's like an exchange between Rilke the poet and another poet called Capu, and it's a great discussion about life and does feminism before everything happened. There is cultural thing. There is a lot about loneliness and find his own loneliness. And it's very, very interesting. Love too, God,
trying to
sex,
to make something, some kind of creativity,
and just doing his your own things, and not look at the critics or anything. Just work, try. Work is not the good term. Just get into it. Just get into your thing, and you don't care about what the people say. Just try, and you'll find it. And if you don't find, no worries. You've tried, so it's good.
What you were saying there about letters to a young poet, about like, the two people conversing, do you feel like your albums do that at all? Do you think your albums are quite related and are kind of to each other? How do you feel
to the people we read?
Like with the people in the crowd, do you feel like you're conversing with them with your music at all? How do you feel that works, the conversation?
I hope, but it's just... Est-ce que quand on a fait cet album, on a la sensation de pouvoir parler avec les... It's like when we've done this record, it's like a book you read, you just talk with other people, you just... it's just...
it's the beginning of the...
it just... I don't know, I just have these words, testimony of who we were at this time, the four of us. We've changed since. We will change again many times. But if people can find something in it, it's crazy for us. It's just wow, it's so cool. But we just, I think the first thing is just to express what we felt at this time, because this is the only way we're fine to express ourselves and just let this violence, or not only violence or love, a vision of death or vision of life, and just a way to breathe a little.
It's a try to open some kind of communication.
Yeah,
maybe.
also.
It's the beginning of all things when we make an album, and we share it to people, it's the beginning of all things, but I don't know.
What you saying there about your albums are a way for you to like express everything and get everything out.
Yeah.
What's the one thing you want to be remembered for then? You'd like your band to be remembered for?
Oh, I don't know if you want to be remembered. We are not doing this to be remembered. We're just doing this because we need this to just wake up every morning, I think. But this is only the two of us who are talking. The two others would say something else. But right now, I can say I found something where I can discover myself, and just being surprised by what is in my mind, and what is in my mind, and it's just give a sense to this. And sometimes when we will be on a break from the 15th of December to the 15th of January, and I'm very happy to have this break, but I'm very afraid to okay, I have to find something else. But it just it's a kind of give a sense to
for the moment. I think it's the best way for us to express something, and we have a lot of chance to do it a lot.
Lots of things to learn.
Yeah. So, don't know. I think that's the reason.
Yeah, give a sense.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That was really good. Thank you.
Cool.
Cheers.